Hello. In this grade journey video, I will be taking you through the process of column mapping. But before we get into it, I want to give you a little reminder about the grade journey process as a whole. The grade journey process is designed to take grades from Ultra, Bath Spa's virtual learning environment, into the student record system, what we call SITS. And we do this by sending columns from student records into Ultra, mapping the grades into them, and sending them back. Therefore, the first step is to check the student record system, which we access through eVision. Check the assessments listed and their weightings, and then also check your student enrolments listed in Ultra to ensure all the students listed have been participating in the module. The next step is the column mapping, which we will be looking at today. This is when we put the grades into the columns that have been sent into our modules. The third step will be extracting these grades to send them to SITS. Going back into eVision to check that all the grades have come through correctly is the final part of the process. There is an extra setup step which will need to be completed in some situations. If you have a composite assessment, for example 2 or more items within one portfolio assessment, which was recorded in your DPD, and therefore SITS, as a single assessment, this extra step involves combining those assessments into one before you map the column across. This is called creating a calculated column. If this situation applies to you, you must create the calculated column before mapping your columns. Now, to get into column mapping itself. The first step is to check that you've posted every grade within your module. Posting the grades makes them visible to students, and it is vital that this has been done, otherwise extraction will not work. You can do this in Gradebook by selecting the assessment itself and clicking Post. The next step is to select the column that you want to transfer the grades into. So in this example, I will be taking grades from this essay and mapping them into this grade journey essay column. In my example, the titles don't match exactly, but I know, having checked my eVision, that this is the correct and same assessment. I will go into the grade journey column, indicated by the GJ in the title, by clicking on it and selecting Edit from the menu. Next, I will go to the Functions and Variables list on the left-hand side of the screen and click on Variable. This will create a box saying Select Item in the centre of the screen. Here, I need to select the assessment that I wish to map across, clicking on the drop-down menu to select the essay in this example, but it could be whichever assessment I'm mapping into the column. If in doubt of which assessment to copy, I can always check the title of the column corresponds with the item that I'm copying over by scrolling up. Then I just need to click Save and return to the main Gradebook page. I should see the grade journey column now populated with a letter equivalent to the grades in the column that I've mapped over. In this instance, we can see that 58 is equal to a C grade due to the fact that a 58 is the equivalent to a 2-2. A mark above 70 would be marked as an A, between 60 and 70 as a B, and we should quickly scan the grades to check this corresponds. Don't be alarmed at this simplified grade. Students can't see the grade journey columns, and when you check the marks in eVision, they will display as the numbers again. You need to complete mapping for every grade journey column before you extract the grades.